Hello and welcome to teamfortress.tv. This is the Velvet Fog, Admirable. I'm joined today by Ryushi, and we got John on the camera. How you feeling today, Ryushi?
I am feeling strangely lethargic, but getting pumped for this game. Hopefully, well, trying.
Yeah, we're here for the ETF2L Season 17 powered by TT Esports Premiership Week 2 fixture between Moule and Evokate Gaming. It's going to be Gullywash and Badlands as it is Week 2. And surprisingly, we seem pretty well set up for this cast. I know we had a few problems the last time whenever I tried to actually do anything other than speak. But this time, everything is running smoothly. Touch wood, just jinxed us there, Ryushi. Sorry.
Yeah, wow, Jesus. Everything's going to go wrong now. Just everything. Everything that can possibly go wrong is going to just go wrong now. It's your fault.
We've come on air slightly ahead of the teams. I can confirm that T-Mac was good enough to give us the server info in advance. That's why we have the STV and hopefully live stats, etc. set up in time, but the teams are just filtering on to this game server now, so we're 90 seconds behind on STV. But that gives us plenty of time to discuss the teams. I mean, I guess the touch point here would be the TFTV Zowie Invitational number 2. We saw both these teams playing in that tournament and playing against each other in the consolation final, that bronze match that saw
Lower bracket
Evokate
final.
finish third, yeah.
Well,
And I think it was, I have the log. I think it was 4-1 on process, but it was pretty interesting stats. It seemed to be a real game of soldiers. Maybe I should have sent that to John in advance, but
from what I remember of it, I don't think I caught it. I think I was busy playing other various games, but they had demo on demo. Is that right?
yeah.
Yeah. So they haven't.
Moule.
They weren't play. Oh, Evokate. Sorry. They weren't playing with their normal demo, and they were playing with Moule. Was it Moule? Am I getting
Yeah,
the right
he's the
person
medic
here?
now.
He was the medic. Yeah. Because I've just noticed that K3 and Moule are both on the server. In fact, they're the only two people who are. So, which is a little confusing. Because
Well,
well,
K3 should step back. Bull's the main medic now.
I'm thinking, if is K3 going to be subbing in for another player, or is he literally just joined the server because he wants to see how his team's doing, how his friends are doing?
That's a good question.
Because I've never seen him play any other class other than medic.
Yeah, I'd say pretty bad. But the story of the Moule develops beyond that. Like that day, he was playing because
That's it.
Exxon had been out for his 18th birthday and didn't manage to get out of bed in time. But the Moule has actually replaced Pla on Scout. And I was always aware of the Moule as a player in their roster and that sort of French circle jerk, but I just assumed he's sort of like their whipping boy. He always seemed to be getting abused, like they're saying, "Oh, the Moule's bad," whatever. But he put in a really solid performance on Demoman, which now he's stepping on to Scout, so he must be quite versatile. If they've given him the chance to replace Pla, it's going to be interesting to see here. But one thing I would like to touch on is that if you check out most of the Evocate logs, and I think it was probably Ips that I brought this to my, they really put a lot of feels on Tech. Like, he is a very traditional style pocket. He's trying to do everything for the team, and even if you look at the logs that I gave to John there, and from that last time they played in the cup, he had 45% of the hails, and that's fair enough. He did a lot of work. He got 30 frags and probably about 10k damage, but you're not really getting bang for your buck there. If Bull starts to spread those heals around a little more, brings the scouts into the game, I think it could be less dependent on whether or not Tech goes in and kills everybody. Need to have a little bit of a more even-handed approach, I think.
Well,
I told him as much in a recent pickups, hopefully.
Yeah, well, I think that also extends to the fact that Exxon roams so much, though. Because I mean, he doesn't play with his combo. Plays a very aggressive style, which we've seen, which can work for them, and then sometimes they just get destroyed because they don't really have a demo because he's suicided in earlier. They play the same style in Highlander as well, because obviously they form a Daratutu, a good Highlander French team. But and again, Tech is the pocket heavy in that, and he takes a hell of a lot of heals. So I think it's sort of basically just their style that they don't seem to change it up a lot, which well, as people sort of play against them and learn their style more, and if they don't ever change it, they're just going to be really easy to counter.
Yeah, but like the reason it works or it seems effective, I think, is just because Tech is an incredible player and he
Yeah,
can put
true.
out a lot of damage. But they have declared at the start of the season, like maybe last season they didn't play super keen and they decided they were going to keen it up and they've been watching demos and stuff like that. And that was part of the reason that Plapa left because he was like, wow, if you guys want to play super serious, I'm going to have to invest a lot of time to step my game up or whatever, or to, um, do justice to the effort that everyone else in the team is planning to put in. And I think that's something they definitely need to look at in their game. Whenever they come to play against these top teams like Moule have sort of earned themselves the right to be the second seed, the number two
Yeah.
team this season, up until the point that they got smashed again by Made in Germany recently. They just lost 6-1, 6-1 and looked totally outclassed. Nock said in the interview afterwards that, oh, we had a bad day, but this will really decide who the number two team is, I think, right now. If Evokate can beat Moule here today.
Well, I don't know. I think TLR are probably quite high as well, and they're showing that at the Invitational was due to the fact that Hiss has basically just destroyed his arm and his shoulder.
Now he's out altogether though, and that is like
He is now, yeah. I was watching
that
Case's
is
stream
really
earlier, and
hampered.
they were playing TLR, and I think they were playing with Gubbins on demo. I don't know if that's a trial or just a Merc.
He is trialing, yeah.
He's trialing. Oh, okay. Well, I think they'll be interesting if they can get a demo who can actually move his arm. Because I mean, poor Hiss. I mean, he's a great demo and a great caller, but if he can't move his arm, he can't play.
Yeah, I think he said himself he has like 60 centimeters to do a 360, like a pretty low sensitivity there, so he needed the full range of movement from his arm. But I mean, I think not just his ability as demo man, but the whole calling thing and controlling the team is going to be very detrimental to him losing that. Unsure if TLR will be contenders now. They're going to have to rebuild their team around a new demo man.
Yeah, true.
And Gubbins, I think, has a lot of potential. He's been inactive for a while, but if he goes keen, he could definitely be a genuinely good Premiership demo man. I know there's a few other people they're considering as well. I think it's between two, actually. I can't even remember who the other guy is, but I think it's like half the team wants one guy and half the team wants the other guy, so they have to decide pretty quickly. They're supposed to be playing AO Girl tonight, and I don't even know. I assume that game was going to be wildcarded until they had a
I think
demo.
it's been wildcarded. It wasn't on ETF2L when I checked.
Because originally I thought we could cast that because neither of those teams got featured in the cup, but then it seemed like it was going to get wildcarded. So we go for the Frenchies, man.
Yeah, wildcarded.
And I think we do have a real game in our hands. I just got a message from K3 on IRC. Take a peek at this, see what he's got for me. And he says, hey, Admirable, if you need some baguette consulting, feel free to drop a PM. Should we bring him in here?
Yeah, it might be a good idea. I think someone mentioned on the TFTV post that this cast needed more Pognon, but I haven't seen Pognon in forever. I don't even know if VTV France is still a thing. So we couldn't get him, but some K3 would be wonderful. Talking about he must surely know both of these teams really, really well, and it'll be some great availability. No, what am I saying? Some great knowledge that he'll be able to bring to the cast. There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
Yeah, well, let's bring him in here for the pre-game when we're waiting for the everybody to join the STV. You know, French people are stereotypically quite laid back, quite relaxed, and it seems they're not too bothered about the fact the game is supposed to start 10 minutes ago. They're finally making their way here. I messaged Captain Hacks. He was like, "Oh, we forgot. We're coming now."
Wow. I mean, just the way that they're just able to not care. I'd love to be able to do that. Yeah, top tier player and just be like, yeah, we'll start the game soon. I get nervous before officials. I mean, it's not even like it's important. It's a video game. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about, man? It's not a video game. It's an esport.
Okay, yeah, sorry, esports. Yeah, after the Zoe Cups, as I'm sure everyone has posted on the forums at some point, that we are esports now. So you know, oh, gotta say it right. But I'm
Okay,
just looking forward to this game.
I have passed the info on to K3 there, and he will be joining us in a minute or two. And we'll get some genuine French insight, not our faux French insight right here. And that could be pretty juicy. Maybe a bit of trash talk, a bit of drama, we'll see. But the STV is filling up. See 6 players here now, although I imagine K3 isn't going to play. Or else he'd be like ghosting from the cast, man. That ain't right.
That probably wouldn't be right. I hope he will join us on the STV. There we go. Get some more players in. Players in now.
Beautiful. I should also direct you guys, if you want to get a feel for these teams or the players, head over to vanillatf2.org. Check out Gentleman John's most recent article. He did an analysis of all the player performances from the TFTV Zoe Invitational number 2 in the way that only he can. Some interesting stats there. I mean, they're based over the entire tournament, so I'm not sure if they're like the ultimate guide to which player is better than which player, but it gives you an idea of what they're capable of. You can see there strong performances from Tech. And as well, let me see actually, let me bring that up right now.
Yeah, although you mustn't forget that stats mean nothing. Stats don't show teamwork. As much as John is wonderful with his kill assists and everything. Yeah, but assists isn't really anything.
Well,
I mean, as much as they're wonderful, they don't show teamwork.
An assist, that's the essence of teamwork, man. Assistance. Surely.
To some extent, but I mean, like...
The assist stats in TF2 is a bit broken anyway. It's only like
true.
the last person to damage. You know what I mean? It's not a percentage or proportional. Yeah, Tech was read at the top soldier.
Someone could do 120 damage to a scout and then not get the assist on it.
Tech was read it as the top soldier, and in terms, then he did like a little line for roamers, even though Gear was putting out the same damage as Pockets. T-Mac was about 3rd there, and Captain Hacks was 2nd. Captain Hacks put in a big game against him on that log we mentioned earlier. He top damaged on Process in that 4-1 win. He's playing as Pierre L'Aggressif these days. I understand
Pierre L'Agressif, apparently, for this one.
Oh, wow. He's going to be getting lots of minor warnings from ETF2L, bracking them up for his team if he keeps changing his nickname like that. No fake nicks allowed in ETF2L Premiership.
I assume he has announced it, otherwise, because he hasn't had any warnings so far.
Maybe that says more about ETF2L admins, you know, shots fired.
Maybe it does. The only problem with this game is that the fact that all the trash talk is going to be in French. I can't understand French. I can't comment on that. Damn.
Bonsoir.
Yeah, that's why we don't have
Don't worry,
Excellent.
I'll translate trash talk.
Excellent. So,
beautiful.
Yeah, no, go ahead, Admiral.
Yeah, we've just been joined by K3, aka Custom 3, former medic of Evokate Gaming, and we're hoping for some French insight. Let me ask you just straight off, I'll give you an easy question to bring you in. Who is going to win tonight?
Tough question. My heart is with Evokate, but it's also a bit with Moule because Captain Axe, my old pocket soldier, is playing with them.
Is he your true love?
Yeah, sort of. We shared a lot of hostel beds during French times. And Insomnias also.
We mentioned already that Exxon didn't play in the TFTV Zoe Cup, but he's going to play today. Is that going to be a big difference? Is he much better than Moule on demo?
They just don't have the same playstyle. I can't say the Exxon is way better than Moule because Moule has not played demo as much as Exxon, so we don't have enough samples to judge that yet. Moule is just a good player in about every class. I think Exxon will do good as you usually do tonight.
I'll give you another comparison then. Is Moule better than Plapla?
Sorry?
Is Moule better than Plapla on Scout?
GM wise, I'm not sure. I just know He is a bit much involved with the team's life at the moment. Plapla was getting a bit bored of the game. He just wanted to play with his friends, and that's it. He didn't want to watch demos and stuff. But we keep in touch. It's alright. Moule is just a great replacement at this time. He does a really good job. Although he's been sick for the last 3 days, it's a bit better. He's got the flu, but it's a tough time for his brain mostly.
Okay, the teams have asked can they go live, and I told them they could. So sometime in the next 60 seconds, the game will go live. But I got one more question for you, K3.
Sure.
Who's better, K3 or Moule?
K3 or?
Who's better, Moule or K3? Who's the best medic?
I think Bully's got better moves than me because he played a lot of ulti duo. He's got a great duo with Tech because they are ulti duo partners.
Yeah, but he doesn't heal anyone else. He only heals Tech. 14,000 heals for Tech in the last game. He needs to heal his scouts. He needs to heal man. He's playing ulti duo. There's four other players on the team.
It's just the playstyle they chose for the season.
Cool. Let's do a quick roster rundown. Oh, looks like we've gone live actually. Let's not.
Live here right now.
Yeah, welcome guys. This is the ETF2L Season 17 powered by TT Esports Premiership Week 2 fixture between Mais, Moule and Evokate Gaming. This is teamfortress.tv with Admirable, Ryushi and John, and we're here on the first middle. I'm watching Exxon roll out and get immediately pressured by Nox jumping up and a scout from Mais, Moule also poking up there, showing himself, but T-Mac bombed in and everybody from the Mais, Moule side just focused him down immediately. Tech has gone forward onto the middle of the point and got focused, but Droso and Captain Hags have also gone down, so there's a little bit of a scout situation going on here at Big Door. There's Moule trying to pressure out Nox, who's on 50 HP. Mitzi has survived, but he's not healing Nox right now, and that's a sight you don't often see. They're usually like joined at the hip Ryushi.
Yeah, well, I mean, Tech did go down early there, so that was a really good play by the Mais Moule there. They focused him down and made sure that he wasn't going to be a problem after they'd already dealt with T-Mac. So with no soldiers, it didn't look good for Evokate there, but I mean, there's some great play by their scouts to really stop the Mais Moule aggression and forcing them out there. That's some really nice play. But now they're both meeting at Choke and maybe Ubers. No, it's not going to be. Tech's just going to back up there and just play it safe. He's got Exxon with him, so he knows that he can put out enough damage. And I think maybe going to be looked to a flank play here for Mais Moule. They are getting a bit aggressive.
Yeah, I can see Nox and Flip just playing there around the Big Door. That means Pierre Le Passif is actually playing on with the combo right now. I wonder has there been a change there in the Roamer rules. Let me check what the unlocks these kids are using right now, Ryushi.
Yeah, okay, well, I have noticed that Ubers actually get popped at Big Door's superior spam by Evokate. They're going to jump in Pierre Le Passif, I think it is, and he's going to go down. He's going to actually pick up the Moule before he goes down, but now Moule, maybe they've lost that player, but they've got two for it. And now there's a scout in. It's going to be Flippy. He's going to be trying to get on Mitzi. He does not manage to take him down. That's going to be a bad trade for them. And now they are going to have to retreat out of this choke area. But Bull gets caught there. Unlucky by him. Some good focus fire from Mais Moule. And now with 5 of them at this choke, they really want to pressure through it. But T-Mac, oh, unlucky there. He was keeping him back, but going to trade his life for it. And they're probably going to have him at this point now with only 3 down. Flippy has spawned Sniper though, so I'm going to be interested to watch that.
Yeah, nice string of kills there for Nox. I think he picked up like 3, 4. And I did check the unlocks just whilst that battle was going on. It seems that Captain Hack's Pierre Le Passif is actually running shotgun, so that sort of makes him the pocket right now. And that's something they've changed a couple of times already during the preseason and now. But the fight continues here anyway. T-Mac turns around to find Flip behind him in the lobby. He's going to clean that up, jumps up, lands an air shot onto Nox there. He was trying to get behind and control the med pack up top. T-Mac, an incredibly skilled soldier who I often criticise for his poor timing or his willingness to die on middles, but right there producing the goods. Oh, look at this E-trap on middle. There's 6 stickies all around the point there from Nadiri death, but the soldier wasn't anywhere near them. The scouts and soldiers will finish off T-Mac no problem. And I mean, That's sort of what I'm talking about. He's prepared to go into these like situations where the odds seem incredibly bad. He's not scared to die. He was a distraction at least for his team. The fight continues and it's turned into a 3-on-3 situation, but Flip wins a battle with the Moule at Big Door, and that means that he's able to sneak in behind here. That should be called Exxon Fields if he scatter shots and his back turns around, but Tech also picks up a frag onto Pierre on choke there, Ryushi.
Yeah, he jumped up out of drop down with 11 health. That is a pretty ballsy play there, but just managed to find Captain Axe with like equally low health and just landed that one rocket. But that was a middle where everyone died, I think it was. Just that entire fight. They just kept trading players again and again, and it all started if T-Mac had gone in maybe a little bit slower and just waited a little bit, they might have had the advantage there by Evokate, but I'm not quite certain what's going on. And now, yeah, Exxon's going to get caught out here. Again, like I was talking about, early aggressive plays. He ended up on his own, and now he's going to get destroyed. Although, T-Mac, nice plays. Wow.
T-Mac goes in there against 3 or 4 blue players and gets the drop onto Mitzi. Came in from above, being the metaphorical drop, not the actual Uber drop, but that will trigger a big aggressive push here, a suicide play. Oh, Nadir is coming in. He's the last man alive for Moule after everybody else threw themselves onto the point. Landed a pipe onto Bull, had him down to 28 health there, but doesn't get the frag. They've managed to hold on to last, and now they will push out towards 2, but they haven't started the cap timer yet. They're trying to control the choke points first, but now they start to cap. And here comes the distraction from Nox. He's in on those gunboats, jumping around, drawing a lot of attention. Nobody's looking at choke right now, and that allows Pierre with passive to just move in here. Puts big damage onto T-Mac, who craters, finds eggs on. Uber gets popped here by Bull, and he's already 2 players down, and there's only 1 guy on last right now. That last point is technically wide open, but with this Uber charge, it looks like want to go and try and get as many frags as possible. They haven't managed to make it work. The high ground and superior spam there from Captain Hax and Nox enough to just hold on and get that medic frag. They have a massive advantage and a man advantage too.
Yeah, some really good plays there. Flippy is running that sniper rifle, so it might stop Moule from pushing, or at least force the early Uber out of them. Although Flip counter sniping, nice.
Here comes that Uber charge up top. They're going to pop in with Soldier and Demo straight onto the point here. They see the eggs on is below. They're going to bring in the Uber Captain Hax and get that Demo man frag, but he's got a bodyguard right there. T-Mac or Tech doing their best to keep him alive, but with that Uber and just the position on the point, it seems like Evokate couldn't do enough there. The first round will go to Moule after 6 minutes played here, Ryushi.
Yeah, that was pretty close though. I mean, some really good pushes out of Moule and perhaps a couple of mistakes coming out of Evokate as well. But I'm going to be taking it to the second middle here. Some nice big door rollout out of Deer, and just going to be able to put up that spam onto that red side, who are all at choke right now. And he does in fact find T-Mac as well. But Mitzi and Nox are going to be going down to a nice aggression out of the entire red team. And now they're just going to be losing players here as well. Pila Passive goes down, so that's going to be 3 up. 2 scouts and a demo for Moule, and they are backed up way far onto second point here.
Yeah, a little sticky trap as Nadir retreated there, didn't find anybody, and times 7 on the point here for Evokate. They're going to cap this one very quickly, then move forward to coming in on that high route from balcony, and Nadir is just positioned there in the lobby, sitting forward for a sticky trap, but potentially could be flanked here, but nobody seems to be. He's backed off now, and it's going to be a riverside play here. Here comes the Uber. They're going to bring in Teg, but there's a pyro already, and they haven't got any hit scan there to deal with that. The air blast too strong there. Well played by Flip, the off-classing scout, playing pyro here for Moule. But they come in from underneath, and the heavy's too slow to react. They don't turn around. The point is practically capped by the time anybody from Moule reacts to that. And I think they just thought they had managed to hold on there, but didn't pay attention to the point. It's going to be 1-1 here. 8 minutes played, going on to the third middle of the map. I hope Ryushi is still somewhere with me. Nadir denies the jump there as Scouts and Soldier tried to pressure him, but T-Mac will go forward there. Manages to get Droso and Nadir for his troubles. And this is looking like another shaky mid right here for Moule. They only find themselves with Flip, Mitzi, and Nox up. A Scout's gone all the way around from Big Door. It's Flippy coming in, taking that scenic route, but somehow he managed to miss Mitzi. Mitzi survives here, gets back into blue territory all the way back to last, and that is going to keep his team in this round. He's starting to build up that charge, and it's not even that much of a difference, about 20% advantage here for Bull. Like, really, Moule should be able to buy time here, put up some damage, and just stall him out long enough to get that full Uber charge. I wonder, is Ryushi here?
Yes, I am. I think I am. I was just hitting a couple of lag spikes there, but I think I'm back now. I did see that middle, and it was pretty damn good. Some really, really good play by Flippy there, just to get round and just pick up that soldier. And now they're going to pick up Nox as well on the entrance. He maybe a little bit overextended there. Now they are paused, or am I disconnected?
Nope. Oh no, the game continues. There's going to be a scout making a rush for the point here after the Uber is traded. The Moule will be shut down there by Pierre and Flip. Josephine's T-Mac, but
what a play.
Flip, you make a dive for the point and make it 2-1 there. K3, you're still with us.
Yeah, what a play. I loved it. Both teams trying to find the pace at the moment. They both struggled in warm-ups. Actually, yesterday Evokate raped somehow Melamu in PCW, but today's a new day, I guess.
Yeah, on this middle right now, it looks like Moule are playing quite passive around their own side, not really going to jump in with that health just yet. That's Evokate trying to deal with Pierre Lepassif. Both soldiers are weak for Moule, and underneath, looks pre-fired, trying to jump up the drop down. Tech gets him. T-Mac finds Mitzi meanwhile, and also gets Pierre Lepassif, who seems to be playing pocket in this fixture despite playing Roamer earlier in the TFTV Zoe Invitational. But 2 scouts and a demo man up right now for Moule. They want to try and make a play here for the Evokate medic. That's Bull, who has his charge right now. Mitzi has just respawned. He's going to play with the standard medic gun, so he finds himself at a significant disadvantage, 80% and decreasing as Evokate just regroup here on Choke. They're trying to clear a few stickies before they go in. Nox also fires a few rockets from above, so they know there's a threat here at Choke. They're going to try to take their time about getting here, but the longer they take for advantage, they're going to lose. Nox dodged him in, well timed there. Oh, brave hold there from Bull. Looks like he wasn't even that low, but Nox had a chance to land a few rockets on him, managed to hit him for about 40. Now Captain Hacks, Pierre Lepassif is going to follow up, and Bull has managed to hold on to this Uber excellently. Finally pops when he already has a 2-man advantage, and to keep his players alive, they can just storm on to last here. Captain Hacks going to be up in 3 seconds. Droso will be down for another 8, so they can continue try and bring this fight on to last. Nadir drops Bull on entry with a sticking trap on the door, and that will probably put the brakes on here. Looks like Evokate might continue try and make a play for the backup, where the force here comes taken from the flank, puts a couple of rockets onto Mitzi, who's playing from Canada, and forces him to pop. But right now they're going to be unable to hold on to their own CP4 right there. Oh, there's a soldier on middle. Nox has jumped ahead. He's trying to get the frag onto Exxon. Could have had the medic there if he wanted to drop down onto Bull, but doesn't get either. He's gone down. Ryushi, how's your internet connection holding up?
I think that was the correct play by Nox there, going for Exxon. If they could have just denied that demo man, I mean, there was no chance that there was going to be an Uber, so if they could have got Exxon, they could have a lot easily pushed this point. It would have been a lot less scary and no chance of sticky traps, but they seem to be able to do it anyway, so perhaps it doesn't really matter. Even with that man disadvantage of Nox being down, he's just spawned right now. He is definitely playing the roamer role here, which I think is a nice switch up for them. He seems to be doing really good. At least he can jump. That's good. So I think it's good for them at the moment. With Moule, the positioning that they want, positioning that they've got, I think is really good. They do have advantage as well, so they can push whenever they need. But it looks like they're maybe going big door here. Both soldiers, both scouts here, trying to get in, trying to put that spam down. But there's some easy rotations by Evokate can deny that. And yeah, they've backed off again. They're just testing the Evokate's defenses right now.
Both teams with that Uber charge, and here comes a blue attack from Moule. They've sent 3 players behind into the lobby, and they've managed to find 2 scouts here from Evokate, and that's pretty much the best they could have hoped for. They've isolated 2 players in a 3 versus 2 situation, and they've turned it into a 3-on-1. Now Ubers are traded on Choke, but Moule are already winning this engagement because they've divided the flank players away from the combo players there of Evokate. Tech and Bull were in deep. Tech is now trying to come back to his medic, but it's a grim situation here. It seems like Flippy was able to clean up Nox on that flank, actually. Also got Flip as well, so credit to him for going ham in that 1-on-3, getting 2 frags. Meanwhile though, Pierre Passif has worked his way behind. Oh, can't connect the air shot. Even the wall shot would have killed Bull there, but he whiffed it, hit it above the little geometry there, and the splash did not connect with the medic. He's going to be a little bit frustrated by that one, but Bull has managed to stay alive. The man advantage is looking good here for Evokate as they push through Big Door. All the blue players have backed off into the lobby there, Ryushi.
Yeah, again, just putting that cap down and now they can really pressure these blue players. And again, Tech and T-Mac getting in, sinking up those rockets, taking down Mitzi and Droso. That's going to be a huge advantage that they can just push this right now. I would probably wait for the Uber advantage, especially as they just dropped their pocket. But with that player advantage, I mean, there is only 3. But the flank by this soldier, he could come in and take Exxon right now, although it doesn't seem to matter as his point is just going to be capped. Wow, I'm really confusing words today.
Yeah, I think the medic being down there was really significant because they had the heal advantage. Like, those players had no easy way of regenerating health, so they could just push in there and muscle it up with those buffs onto this middle low. Watching the deer roll in from the Big Door, he's going to pre-fire stickies onto Exxon, who also gets jumped by Nox, but immediately Nox is being pressured by a scout, but oh, Tech actually jumps up to get the frag onto Nox. So I think Evokate are trying to tackle that aggression from Moule on the right side pretty much head on, and it didn't seem to work out for him. Bull has survived with Flippy, but they are all the way back on last. I think they recognised that middle was going badly right from the start. As soon as Nox got that pick onto Exxon, no demo man on middle, you know, that's a good reason to get out.
Yeah, I mean, they got a couple of return frags, but it wasn't really enough for them there. And now I've just noticed the big off-class plays. We've got a Heavy, we've got a Pyro. They really want to turtle this last for them at the moment. And I think that'll be good enough. I mean, with the Uber, slight disadvantage by Bull.
And it's also like, in terms of the bigger picture of the game, they're playing against the clock right here. There's 15 minutes left, half of the map has been played, and they have a 2-round advantage. So they can absolutely start to try and frustrate their opponents if they want. They're going to play here with a Pyro to deny the Uber, and it has definitely done that. But during that, T-Mac went in, tried to chase after those Uber players and got shut down by Captain Hack. So now there's a man advantage. It might be enough to push on, but they could definitely sacrifice a player just to make it even here if they so choose. But Nox is just spamming that minigun from the riverside. Now he's trying to make a play into the water. He just hops up onto the point. He's going to walk forward, and he's doing battle with T-Mac here. He wasn't getting any heals. He finished off on 90 HP. He got picked off by a rocket. Sorry, that was pure aggressive. I think again the name's totally mixed up here, Ryushi. But Moule have managed to wipe the entire Evokate team and make it onto the point.
That all came down to Captain Hacks. He jumped in, just jumped over onto the point, got a double kill on his way, and then sacrificed. But everyone turned to look at him, and then the rest of Moule were just able to just come in behind. It was a beautiful play by him. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because I'm going to be watching this next middle. X, I'm going to be rolling that choke. Pre-fires at Big Door, but doesn't really manage to get anything done with it. And now he's going to be in a bit of trouble as something jumps in, but no, Flip's going to be shut down there by some nice pipes by him. And now Moule actually not looking too good. They've got the demo pick, but Nadir is going to be going down as well. And now they're sort of all stuck at choke here right now. Droso is going to be down, and with that, I think they really should be thinking about getting out. But with both soldiers able to just stand there and just spam against these scouts, unless someone gets a pick, I don't know how this middle is going to go.
Demoule's made a smart play here by taking the high ground, hops up onto the nipple of the point, and they've managed to focus down Nox. 7 HP out there. Moule will hit the final shot to kill him off. And oh, look at this though. Bull doesn't actually have Uber yet, and Mitzi does. If they had just pushed there on an impulse, they might have been able to get that medic pick, but they've waited long enough for Bull to get his. He pops off to flash X on. He's just re-arrived here, having died on the original middle. And the scouts of Evokate Gaming doing a great job there, just bullying those soldiers, taking the high ground, focusing down Nox excellently. And maybe if the soldiers had just like gone in, tried to make the play on the medic, forced the scouts to fight them on their terms, it might have ended differently. But the scouts played that one smart, controlling the high ground. And not only have they taken middle, they've taken CP4 as well, and they're poised to push on to last year, Ryushi.
Yeah, really, really good play. Beautiful surf by Bull as well. I think Nox jumped him at mid, and what? Wow, the back cap by Tech and D-Mule just, T-Mac and D-Mule just destroying everything. D-Mule is having a really, really good game. I've been watching him, and he is really, really good. He's getting a lot of frags. He's playing it really cleverly as well. So props to him, filling in Blah shoes really, really well.
Yeah, I think that's what K3 was trying to say. He's maybe not the best in DM, but he's definitely a good player,
he's really
a smart
strong
player. Oh, look at this bomb in from Nox. He's in deep onto Bull. He surfs up top, then drops off. Somehow he survives on 80 HP. Oh, the follow-up bomb though from Pierre will find him. But that was desperation really, because the rest of Moule really struggled on that middle. 6 players down, 4 remain alive here for Evokate.
So at this point on Moule's member, it's probably Knox winning and stuff that's not going well. So he's right on that. Jozo saying he's doing what he's supposed to do, and probably someone trolling Jozo about it.
That sounds like an interesting mumble dynamic.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryushi, have you spotted this? Look what Medigun is being used by Bull right there. It's a crits crig, baby.
I have not, but I mean, they've lost 2 players. They lost Tech and Emac. Exxon, Tech and Emac. What am I saying? Tech and Exxon. But now with Flippy actually kind of behind the teams right now. He's on the blue second. Is he going to go for a back cap? I think he is actually, but he's been spotted out by, I think that's Captain Axe. And he's going to be able to defend that really easily. But he's still behind them though. He's maybe going to get chased, or I think they seem to be ignoring him and then just pushing, which I think is the cleverest position for them to have. But with the crits coming out right now, it's countered really, really well by the Uber of Mitzi. So that ping not really disadvantaging him too much. They do manage to find Tech. And are they going to find anyone else? No, they're just going to back up here. And just take the second point.
Oh, the deer manages to find T-Mac there. He was trying to use the escape plan to get back into lobby for heals or that med kit. Bull did a great job of surviving thus far and has managed to make it to the edge of the engagement. Exxon picking up Flip there, keeping his medic alive. And the crits crig threat continues here. Big bomb in though from the respawn. Captain Hacks gets the shotgun! Frag
nice.
almost from beyond the grave there, gets Bull. And is this a pause? Yes.
I guess.
I hope so, because it means I'm lag spiking again, if it isn't.
Yes. Oh, it looks like a pause to me. This could be one of these tactical pauses, you know. Could be
someone disconnected. Only 11 on the server.
Oh, there we have it. I wanted to create some drama and say they were pausing because they were mad on Mumble or trying to change their tactics, but it seems like a genuine technical issue here. So far, I have to say that well, obviously the scoreline says it as well, but Evokate being the stronger team, they seem much more together, looking good with this Moule on Scout and Exxon back on demo. Seems to be working so far. What would you
Knox
say?
Is a missing player, by the way.
He's disconnected. Maybe he rage quit.
No, I don't think so. He rage, but he's got some respect for his mates.
I just want to go back to the logs from that last time they played in the TFTV Zoe Invitational number 2. I know it was a different map. It was processed, but Captain Hacks played a great game as roamer there. He was top damage on the server, and this time they decided to switch up the roles again. We'll see what the stats say after this, but I wonder, has this decision to switch up Captain Hacks and Nox between Pocket and roamer, has that been the difference here, or is it just another bad day, quote unquote, from Moule? That was their excuse whenever they lost to me in Germany.
The thing about Moule is that they improved really quick from the get-go, and whereas they did a really great Zoe Invitational Cup, and they kept to change their playstyle after that, and actually they stopped improving, and maybe the opposite, and they've been struggling for about a week or two, not playing that much. To switch some roles, some positions, scouts going more aggro on soldiers playing in 1 or 2 gunboats, and they're just trying to find the playstyles. They're not really strong at the moment. I mean mentally, they have a great potential, definitely to beat Evokate, but there's no saying the outcome of this game.
Yeah, it's sort of it's an unfortunate start to the season for them because they have their 2 toughest games right at the start. They're playing Made in Germany already. They lost 6-1, 6-1. Now they have to play Evokate, the team that a lot of people are looking to finish, second or third. Obviously, we know in ETF2L it's a playoff setup, so they only have to finish in the top 4. But I'm sure they would have preferred to play these games at the end of the season or whenever they've had a bit of time to gel more as a team. but they're here, and it looks like they're struggling. The clock is continuing to tick down because of the pause, but I think there's more like 10 minutes left. They still have time to come back, but it's looking tough for them. What do you see as the main problem on the Moule side so far on this map, K3? What would you advise Moule to change if they wanted to come back into this?
I think they did pretty decent on middles, denying a lot of times Exxon, whether he went choke or main big door. But afterwards, I think it was previous member we had a 3-on-3 on middle after two people died from each team, and then we have both teams around the point 3-on-3, both scouts and medic, and scout plus soldier plus medic. They played kinda two middles on one before someone capped, and oh, it's gone back.
Hey.
I think the Evokate is a bit better at controlling at killing Melamu's medic.
Yeah, Moule has been really hard to kill. Mitzi is actually only playing his first season as medic. He told me at the start of the season that he had only played like less than 100 hours on medic, something ridiculous. Obviously a very experienced TF2 player, but not that experienced on medic. But the game has unpaused, we are back in it. And I think it's still Kritzkrieg for Moule, but he is not building with anyone right now. Or he is now, he's got 50. My HUD needs to be unbroken. Ryushi, what are you seeing right now?
I'm seeing some good work done by the Moule scouts, but now they're getting forced out by the double scout and Moule as well. He's running in with that 90% Kritzkrieg. He really wants to take his scouts in here, maybe even take him as far as last, but they still haven't got second though, so with that, they're going to be capping it now, and with this full Kritzkrieg, they've got X on. You know, they can do a lot with him. They can pressure forward with this crits. They can get aggressive, but they're not, and I'm not quite sure why. Ooh,
There's no soldiers around medic. Don't want to risk. So maybe they might not be sure about Mitzi's Uber percentage.
Oh, this seems to be the point that the drop came in.
He has it actually.
There's Nox, timed out now. He's going to rejoin the server as the pause comes back. The time continuum has been restored. There's a long
crits does come out here as well, but it's not going to get anything done. It just forces the Uber, and I think they should be happy with this because they should be able to defend this point, especially as they've got something on the back cap, and it looked like it was Moule, but he didn't manage to do it in time. Nox does manage to take him out, but now with this crits advantage here, they can really be pushing aggressively. They can get this, although they did defending that lobby really well. And Exxon is maybe going to go down. He does manage to take down Nox. Great aggression by him, but it's going to be one up on last. Surely they need to push right now.
Crit on the flanks from Evokate.
There's Flip and Pierre Le Passif trying to find some frags here to hold on for dear life. Captain Hacks trades with Tech, and Moule cleans up him actually, but Flip gets the frag onto Moule, and they will be able to hold on here. Both medics went down recently, it seems. Or is my HUD still broken? Let me see. Come on, baby. Yeah, Moule is back on the field now. He only has Kritzkrieg, and he's actually a little bit of a disadvantage as Mitzi's been building. But there's a back cap going on.
Stood there and didn't do anything, and they just completely ignored him. Maybe a little bit falling apart here by the Moule team. I mean, like, they didn't even try to defend that. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. My HUD's still broken though, so anything could be happening.
I did a sneaky reconnect, so my HUD's working pretty much perfectly. Of course, the pause is finished, but 7 minutes left on the clock here. 3 rounds down onto this middle. It's again big pressure from the blue team, Moule onto the red choke. They're trying to find Exxon, but he just backed off that time, and they managed to earn 2 frags for that. Nadir went down to a little bit of a rush play from Flippy there, managed to get the demo man, whilst everybody else was really focused on killing Exxon. And I wonder, are they committing too many players on middle to try and get that pressure on Exxon? As it's sort of drawing them out of position, putting them in a really sort of exposed place on middles. But either way, Evokate have managed to take middle, and with 6 minutes left on the clock and a 3-round advantage, they are in an incredibly strong position here. They can play the clock, or they can just continue and really have little risk of losing the game from here, I think, Ryushi.
I think so. I mean, The blue Uber does come out of Big Doors there, and they send in their demo. Nadir going to be really, really aggressive, and he is going to pop that red Uber as well, so it's going to be a nice play by him, but he's going to get caught out by Flippy, trying to jump behind. There is a soldier of Nox behind them in their choke, but he's been spotted out by Exxon. He's going to walk in, take stick damage, and walk back again. But they get those picks as well. I mean, Droso's down. Maybe a little bit of suicide by him, and now with this focus fire onto that pillar passive, he's going to be going down. Some nice work by Flippy and Tech. T-Mac picks up Nox behind as well, and they can just pretty much slow push this. I mean, there's what, 2 or 3 up? They're just going to stand on point, try and get that cap, and it does work out because they've got 4 of them on there. So, running away with it now, Evokate are, I think.
Yeah, great play there from Flippy and Tech as well, playing together around their medic, just focusing down player after player, forced their way into the last there, continued to maintain that man advantage, killing player after player onto this 9th middle of the map. And again, Exxon walks forward, trying to put a lot of damage onto the blue players, but he is actually finding himself a little bit overextended. Goes down to the scattergun of Droso, and that's what Mais Moule were looking for, but they've lost their own. Demo Man Nox going down as well, both soldiers down, so it's up to the scouts of Mais Moule to try and clean up here, but Mitzi isn't healing them at all, whereas Moule is playing with his team. He's keeping Flippy, and he's keeping Tech alive, and Mitzi's, like, his style of Medican, probably as trained by Nox, is to stay, not really get too involved in middles unless his team have a clear advantage. He always tries to stay alive, he always tries to get out. That sort of Epsilon style of keeping your medic alive even whenever the middles go badly. And that means there's going to be a contest here on CP2, like he's alive, there's going to be an equal Uber fight here, Ryushi.
I think it's good. I mean, they're actually bringing this Uber in straight away, and Evokate just forcing them to waste it here. They're actually going to counter prop. I didn't think they really needed to do that. Maybe just try and save Nadir, but sorry, not Nadir, Exxon, but he seems to be fine at the moment. They're just going to defend, to get a pick, and they can repush just so easily here right now. Especially as the amount of damage that Exxon's putting down at choke. He's hitting pipes on everyone, and the soldiers comes in behind, but they are going to back out. Maybe worried of the sticky traps from Nadir. But again, another player down. Nox down. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, at this point, Evokate just has to wait for Mela moves to commit heroes. So just game should be won. Let's just do huge heroes.
Yeah, they
just have to wait, play safe, wait for Captain Axter and Jozo to come suicide and go for it.
Well, it seems to be working so far.
Knux is a mastermind, but I don't think he has one for this.
Both ruined soldiers, or sorry, the pocket and the room are down right now. Oh, Nox is in deep here. It's shotgun down by Tech. That's it. 2 players down right now for Mais Moule, and it looks like Evokate want another round on the board. They want to make it 7-2. They want to cap out right now. There's still 2 minutes 50 seconds left on the clock.
They're going for more.
Well, Bull's pretty much been caught out here. He actually somehow manages to survive, and now with blue players dying left, right, and center, it's just going to be a point capped straight away by Flippy. Stood there nicely. And that's going to be 7-2. We are for the end of the first map here.
Yeah, impressive. Bravo, I say, to Evokate, managing to do what Made in Germany did, in that they took the game to the cap limit. They managed to get that win difference of 5, and that was a convincing win. I've got the logs up here. K3's put them in mumble as well. I can tell you straight away that Nadir was actually putting out top damage here, despite his team losing by a landslide. He put out 370 damage per minute, and they weren't even using crits, as far as I can remember. Let me check.
I think
Mitzi
used it maybe once.
He didn't get any charges according to the logs, but I mean that's all damage there from Nadir. He was you can't really fault him on that, at least, but it seems like his team weren't finding the frags off that damage. Then you got Tech, as you would expect. Doesn't miss many shots, putting in like 10k. Exxon not far behind him. But the soldiers of Mais Moule not as impressive as they have been in the past, perhaps due to the changed roles. But I mentioned in that log before the game, Captain Axe was top damage in that game. He didn't have the same impact on Pocket, it seems. And if you want to look at scout performances, Droso way down at the bottom in terms of damage, and if you put it kills and assists per death, again not having an efficient game, he's down there as the lowest.
I think we mentioned in the cast that Flippy was doing really good work with tech in that lobby, and I think that's what it is. The frags by the Evokate scouts are a lot higher than the frags by the Moule scouts. Even though I mean the kills aren't really like too far apart, and I think it's just better teamwork from the scouts coming in and assisting the soldiers of tech and T-Mac, because they seem to be doing a lot more than Moule. So perhaps, I mean, Moule are a new team, so that teamwork is not going to be there. Whereas Evokate have been playing together for multiple seasons. Even back when they used to be, I can't remember their old team name. Punchline.
Blah blah.
So
Good times.
I think it's just a case of good teamwork, and the fact that Evokate are now taking it seriously really won them that map.
I also
we'll see how
believe that
turns
Flippy
out.
is a great mentor for Demul, leading him to a more aggressive scout playstyle than Melamul scouts. He's a bit more safer position-wise. This might help getting some picks and cleaning people, dropping on middles and stuff.
Yeah, it seemed a lot cleverer plays coming out of Flippy and D-Mule than Flip and Droso. Flip and Droso seem to be mindlessly DMing in some cases, which, I mean, can work, but you're only as good as your scouts. Everyone knows that. And Evokate winning there.
I just think Flip and Droso are a bit more far from the fight, try to wait a little bit to find the right timing, but this might not serve the purpose as well as I want to, because sometimes it might lack some assist for their team.
Yeah, if you want to look at the death stats on the logs, you can see there that Flippy only died 11 times, whereas, you know, Flip and Droso 20 and 18. D-Mule died 17 times, but I mean, I think pretty simply put, the Evokate scouts were alive more often. They were able to help their team out more often. They were there for the cleanup. So if I was Flip or Droso, I'd just be concentrating straight up on not dying so often. Maybe playing a little bit more around your medic, or if Mitzi wanted to come in and heal them on middle rather than running away all the time, they might have a little bit more success in those sort of situations where it broke down and it was like 3-on-3 on middle after the initial fight.